Hello everyone. Welcome back to HVAC official channel. Is your air conditioner running, but the room is still not getting cool? There can be several reasons for poor AC cooling. The problem may be related to airflow, the evaporator or condenser coil, refrigerant, electrical components, fans, thermostat, ductwork, or other system conditions. In this video, we'll discuss the most common causes and explain how a technician should approach the problem. Let's get started. 1. Dirty or restricted air filter. One of the simplest causes is a dirty or heavily restricted air filter. A blocked filter reduces airflow through the indoor unit. Reduced airflow can decrease cooling performance and in some conditions may contribute to evaporator coil icing. The first step is to inspect the filter and replace or clean it according to the equipment requirements. 2. Dirty evaporator coil. The evaporator coil absorbs heat from the indoor air. If the coil becomes heavily dirty, airflow and heat transfer can be reduced. This can affect cooling performance and may contribute to abnormal operating conditions. The coil should be inspected and cleaned using the correct procedure when necessary. 3. Poor airflow. Airflow is extremely important for proper air conditioning. Poor airflow can be caused by a dirty filter, blower problems, blocked air passages, dirty coils, duct restrictions, or other issues. A technician should inspect the complete airflow path, rather than checking only the filter. 4. Dirty condenser coil. The outdoor condenser coil rejects heat from the refrigerant to the outdoor environment. If the condenser coil is heavily dirty or airflow across it is restricted, the system may have difficulty rejecting heat properly. The outdoor coil and surrounding airflow should therefore be inspected and cleaned when required. 5. Refrigerant-related problems. Incorrect refrigerant charge or a refrigerant leak can cause poor cooling. However, poor cooling does not automatically mean low refrigerant. If refrigerant is suspected, the technician should check the system for signs of leakage and evaluate appropriate operating measurements according to the equipment specifications. Refrigerant should not simply be added without diagnosing the reason for the problem. 6. Outdoor fan problem. The outdoor fan helps move air across the condenser coil. If the fan is not operating correctly, airflow through the condenser can be affected, and the system may not reject heat properly. Possible causes can include electrical problems, a motor fault, capacitor problems on applicable systems, control issues, or wiring problems. The technician should test the circuit and components systematically. 7. Compressor problem. The compressor is responsible for compressing refrigerant vapor and maintaining refrigerant circulation through the refrigeration cycle. If the compressor is not operating correctly, the AC may not provide proper cooling. Possible problems can include electrical faults, overheating, mechanical problems, or protective devices shutting the compressor down. A technician should determine the actual cause instead of repeatedly resetting the compressor. 8. Thermostat or control problem. The thermostat or control system tells the AC when cooling is required. If the thermostat is incorrectly configured, malfunctioning, or not communicating properly with the equipment, the system may not operate as expected. The technician should check the thermostat settings and then verify the control circuit according to the equipment's wiring diagram. 9. Ductwork or air distribution problems. In ducted systems, damaged, disconnected, leaking, or poorly designed ductwork can affect how conditioned air reaches the occupied space. The AC may be producing cooling, but the room may still feel warm because the conditioned air is not being delivered effectively. Ductwork and air distribution should therefore be considered during troubleshooting. 10. Incorrect system size or excessive heat load. Sometimes the equipment itself may be operating normally, but the space has a high cooling load. Large windows, direct sunlight, poor insulation, open doors, heat-producing equipment, or an undersized system can affect indoor temperature. A technician should consider the building's actual cooling load instead of assuming every cooling complaint is caused by an equipment fault. How should a technician troubleshoot an AC that is not cooling? A professional technician should troubleshoot systematically. Step 1. Verify the complaint. First, understand what the customer means by not cooling. Check the thermostat setting and determine whether the system is actually running. Step 2. Perform a visual inspection. Look for obvious problems such as dirty filters, dirty coils, blocked airflow, damaged wiring, unusual sounds, or signs of leakage. Step 3. Check airflow. Inspect the filter, blower, evaporator coil, ducts, and other parts of the airflow path. Step 4. Check electrical operation. Check the relevant electrical components and controls using appropriate safety procedures and test equipment. Step 5. Check operating conditions. Measure appropriate temperatures and, when required, refrigeration pressures and other system parameters. Step 6. Compare the results. Compare your measurements with the equipment manufacturer's specifications and the actual operating conditions. Step 7. Find the root cause. Do not simply replace a part or add refrigerant because one symptom appears. Identify what is actually causing the poor cooling. Step 8. Repair and verify. After completing the repair, verify that the system is operating correctly and safely. Quick summary. If an AC is not cooling properly, possible causes include: dirty air filter restricts airflow. Dirty evaporator coil reduces heat transfer and airflow. Poor airflow can reduce cooling performance. Dirty condenser coil reduces heat rejection. Refrigerant problems, incorrect charge or leakage can affect performance. Outdoor fan problem can affect condenser heat rejection. Compressor problem can affect refrigerant circulation. Thermostat or control problem can prevent proper operation. Ductwork problems can reduce delivery of conditioned air. High cooling load or incorrect system capacity may prevent the space from reaching the desired temperature. Important technician tip: never diagnose an AC problem based on one symptom alone. For example, low suction pressure does not automatically prove that the system is low on refrigerant, and poor cooling does not automatically mean that refrigerant needs to be added. A professional technician checks the complete system, takes appropriate measurements, and compares the results with the manufacturer's specifications. So, why is an AC not cooling properly? There isn't always one single answer. The cause can be airflow, dirty coils, refrigerant-related problems, electrical faults, fan or compressor problems, controls, ductwork, or even the building's cooling load. The key is proper diagnosis. Check first, measure properly, find the root cause, and then repair. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to HVAC Official Channel.